press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, so we will start atomic structure. This will be part 14. There's a very small discussion left out in atomic structure. We have covered most extensively most of the parts of atomic structure if you have read and if you have just listened to the classes. Today we have a discussion on different types of atoms. Depending upon constituent particles. Constituent particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. We'll have a look on the number of protons, electrons, neutrons in atoms and classify those varyingly. Many of the things we will be knowing and we are knowing. The first thing that we have is isotopes. What are isotopes? Isotopes are atoms of same element. Okay. So when I say these are the atoms of same element, it means atomic number will be same. So atomic number is represented by Z, it will be same. Because these are the atoms of same element. So atomic number will be same. So these isotopes are the atoms of same element with same atomic number but different atomic mass. First of all, we need to be clear here with one fact, that is, we know atomic mass of any element is represented by or is shown by protons plus neutrons. Because as we mentioned, the mass of proton and neutron is almost 1.6 to 642 and 1.644 almost into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Electron's mass is extremely less. So that mass of an atom is due to protons and neutrons. In isotopes, what do we have? Same number of protons. Same number of protons, that means they are atoms of same element. Because atomic mass is different, that means number of neutrons will be different. So in isotopes, number of neutrons are different. Not only are number of neutrons different, atomic mass A is also different, but atomic number is same. That means when atomic number of any element is same, that means their electronic configurations and electronic structures will also be same. Due to that, due to same electronic arrangement, chemical properties of isotopes are same. Their chemical properties will be same. However, when you look on physical properties which are dependent upon the nucleus as well, the mass as well, the density, mass and other properties which are physical properties, they will depend upon the constituent particles present in the nucleus. So their physical properties in terms of boiling points, melting point, density, mass, so on and so forth, their physical properties will differ. But usually when we look in isotopes, isotopes are studied usually in terms of their nuclear reaction, not mostly in terms of their chemical reactions. However, their chemical reactions will be same because their electronic arrangement is also same. We can have some examples with respect to this. Suppose a basic example all of you will be knowing. We have 3 isotopes of hydrogen. It is atomic number 1, atomic mass 1, 1H1, you have 1H2 and you got 1H3. So you have protium, you have deuterium, and you have tritium. This is protium. It is deuterium, and this is tritium. You got it? So we have protium, we have deuterium, and we have tritium. So this is protium. Now you can see that we know that atomic mass equals to number of protons plus neutrons, and atomic number is represented by number of protons. So atomic mass is 1. What is the number of protons in hydrogen? It is 1. What will be number of neutrons? So number of neutrons will be 0 for protium. Now what about deuterium? If you calculate for 1H2, so atomic mass equals to what? Proton 1 plus neutron. Let us suppose atomic mass is 2. So 2 minus 1 equals to number of neutrons. Number of neutrons will be 1, and naturally number of neutrons here will be 2. So if I write neutrons, if I write protons, if I write electrons, what's the number of neutrons? 0. Here 1, here 2. What's the number of protons? 1, 1, 1. What about number of electrons? 1, 1, 1. And if you want to write electronic configuration also, for this also it is 1s1, for this also it is 1s1, for this also it's 1s1. What is the number of protons you have? 1 only. So the nuclear pull on the outermost electron will be same. Thus chemical reactions will always be same. So isotopes will show different physical properties but same chemical reactions. This is one of the examples of isotopes. So what do isotopes have in common? Obviously atomic numbers, that is number of protons in their nucleus. So what they vary? Number of neutrons, and due to the change in the number of neutrons, their mass number is different, and due to their mass is different, their physical properties will vary as well. Say we have children, we got carbon, we have nitrogen, we have oxygen. We have different isotopes with respect to this carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. But these are the atoms of same or different element. They are the atoms of different element, thus cannot be isotopes. So look on this. We have carbons, 3 isotopes are possible. Say we have atomic number of carbon, we all know is 6. Then atomic mass can be 12, it can be 13, it can be 14. Right. So atomic mass is varying, atomic number is same. Again, if I calculate number of neutrons, what is number of neutrons equal to? Atomic mass minus atomic number. It's a basic reaction. A atomic mass 12 minus 6, that will be 6. Here 13 minus 6. What is the number of neutrons here? 7. And what's the number of neutrons here? 8. So varying in number of neutrons, but their electronic arrangement is same. Thus their chemical properties are not altered, but their physical properties will definitely be altered. So these are called as isotopes. So isotopes differ in the number of neutrons, and due to change in the number of neutrons, their mass number is also different. Very good. So this is first one. What are they called as? Isotopes. Next one, children, those are called as isobars. I'll show one example and the basic clearance and their property wise. So rest of the things you can write down. Next one we have, those are called as isobars. First of all, understand, isobars are atoms of different element. So naturally, if they are atoms of different element, then their atomic number is different. So atomic number is different, then their mass number is same. So when atomic number is different, mass number is same. That doesn't mean number of neutrons will also be same. I will explain it to you. So if these are the atoms of different element, naturally their chemical properties will be different because their electronic structure will be varying. Suppose we have the atoms like, children, we take an example of sodium. I'll take example of sodium. Sodium. Do we have sodium 11 atomic number? And mass number of sodium is 23. Even you can have 22 as well. So atomic number is same. So definitely it will not fall in the category of isobars. This will fall in the category of isotopes because these are the atoms of same element. If you take different elements, say we have argon and we have potassium, or we can take into consideration calcium. Mass number of argon 40, mass number of calcium 40, but atomic number of argon is 18 and atomic number of calcium is 20. Clear? So if you calculate number of neutrons, it will be 40 minus 18. Mass number is same or not? Atomic number is different. So when atomic number is different, mass number is same, that means number of neutrons will also be different. So 14 minus 18, it will be 22. And here number of neutrons equals to almost 20. You can add potassium also, which will be 19, 40 as well. So these are some examples. So what are isobars? Their electronic structure will be, what's the number of electrons here? 18, 19, 20. Chemical reactivity will be obviously different. We know it. Potassium and calcium are alkali and alkaline earth metals. Compared to that of argon, they will be more reactive. So their mass number is same, but their atomic number is different. So in isobars, number of neutrons is different. Number of protons is also different. Electrons obviously are, number of electrons is also different. Then nucleons are same. So we can say isobars are those atoms of different elements with same number of nucleons. If the number of nucleons is same, that does not mean they have same number of neutrons and protons, because their atomic number is different. Naturally their number of protons will also be different. Clear? So they will differ in their physical as well as chemical properties. Electronic structure will not be same for isobars. Am I clear? So isotopes understood, isobars understood. Then we have one more chemical group, children, species, elemental species classification. Those are called as isotones. What are they called as? Isotones. You can write your homework here. So you can write 5 examples of each class. So from each class you can write down 5 examples. Okay. So isotones. What are isotones? Again, these are atoms of different elements. They are atoms of different element with different atomic number, different mass number, but same number of neutrons. They have got same number of neutrons. So they are atoms of different element. Suppose we have carbon, we have nitrogen, we have oxygen. We know atomic number of carbon is 6, nitrogen is 7, oxygen is 8, it is 16, 15, 14. Now if you count the number of neutrons here, what is atomic mass equal to? Neutrons plus protons. What is number of neutrons equal to? Atomic mass minus number of protons. So atomic mass minus Z, because P represents the atomic number, so we can write down that as A minus Z. So 14 minus 6, number of neutrons will be 8. 15 minus 7, 7 plus 7, 14 plus 1, 8. 16 minus 8, it will be 8. So what is number of neutrons? Same. So do they have same number of nucleons? No. But in isobars, we have same number of nucleons, but there number of neutrons are different. Here number of neutrons are same, number of protons are different, number of protons different, number of neutrons same. That means their physical as well as chemical properties will be different. Am I clear? One more species we have, children. Those are called as isodiaphers. What are they called as? Isodiaphers. Have a look, do some research and find out what exactly isodiaphers are. So here classification of atoms has been done on the basis of similarities or differences on the basis of subatomic particles. I said you can write down 5 examples of each class so that it will be clear in your head. So we have isotopes, we have isobars, we have isotoons. Isotopes, atomic number same, mass number different. Isobars, atomic number different, mass number same but different number of nucleons. What about isotoons? Number of neutrons same but different atomic number, different mass number. According to that, properties will also vary. Then you have isodiaphers. What exactly isodiaphers are, you can have a look on the clear-cut discussion. You can have a look on what exactly isodiaphers are. Then you have one more which is quite simple to every one of us. We call those as isoelectronic species. What are they called as? Isoelectronic species. This classification is not on the basis of neutrons and protons. It's not on the basis of nucleus. It is on the basis of number of electrons. If number of electrons are same, we call those as isoelectronic. Suppose we got Na plus, say we have magnesium 2 plus and we have aluminium 3 plus. Tell me what is the atomic number actually for this, how many electrons it has actually? Sodium plus, sodium has 11, it has lost 1, 10, magnesium has 12, lost 2, 10, aluminium has also 10. So they have got same electronic configurations technically because they are isoelectronic, number of electrons are same. So whenever you have any species in which you will count the number of electrons, you can see whether it is same or not. Even one more, suppose in chemical bonding you might have done this, children. We have O2 2 minus and N2 O2 2 plus and N2. Are these isoelectronic or not? Indeed, yes. And remember, when you have an isoelectronic species, then the bond order will be same. Have a look. O2 2 plus, oxygen 16, lost 2 electrons, that means 14, nitrogen 2 will be 14. These are also isoelectronic. So this was a small discussion that we have to do, children, because other things are very clear to you. You know atomic number, you know mass number, how to find out atomic numbers, mass numbers, how to find out the number of neutrons and other things. Those basic calculations are done. So this classification of different atoms is on the basis of their presence of subatomic particles like protons, electrons and neutrons. So we have isotopes, we have isobars, we have isotoons, we have isodiaphers, then we have isosteers. So these two you can have a look at home and find it out. Clear? Basic differences. Isodiaphers, isosteers, then you have isoelectronic species. So there are 6 classes I have discussed. Those are isotopes, isobars, isotoons, isosteers, isodiaphers and isoelectronic species. Am I clear? This was a short discussion that we had to do, children. So we will continue with the question solving of this atomic structure. Am I clear with this? Thank you.